Welcome back to another Mile High Brew Review. Today we are interviewing the owners and brewers of Seedstock Brewing Company. They're located on 3610 West Colfax Avenue in Denver, Colorado, on the corner of Colfax and Lowell Boulevard. Frank, Ron, and Jason are the leaders of Seedstock Brewing Company. Let's ask them a few questions.
Frank Thomas.
Ron Abbott.
Jason Abbott.
Awesome. And you guys are the owners of Seedstock Brewing Company. So tell us a little bit about what inspired you to start your brewery.
Oh, good question. I think the first thing is we all like beer. Jason and I are brothers. We started home brewing in 92, and it was just a fun hobby for us for a long time. Years later, we met Frank, like in 2001 or so, and we all started brewing together and decided to give it a go.
Awesome. So Frank, how did you get involved?
I've been in the beer business for 30-something years, so, that was in my blood. Grew up in breweries and bars and stuff, and where we lived out in Aurora, we just thought that there was a void of everything, and we wanted some place that we thought would be kind of cool, kind of relaxed, kind of nice, and we thought we could do better than what was out there. So that kind of got the ball rolling, and then brewing a couple beers that everybody seemed to like and said, you can do something with this. We kind of said, maybe we can. So that's what gave us our inspiration a little bit. So.
And Jason, what made you? Have you been home brewing, or were you always been involved in the brewing business?
Yeah, Ron started brewing before me and kind of got me involved, and it just kind of was a lot of fun. And I managed a liquor store for 10 years and kind of saw that there was some pretty big business in brewing, and thought we could actually put something out that people would like.
So how did you decide on the name Seedstock Brewing Company?
Yeah, it's an old farming term. You harvest grains and you set some aside to replant for the next year. Jason and I's ancestors are from Czechoslovakia and Germany, and when they settled in Nebraska in the 1800s, like the first thing they did is started breweries in their barns, and so that was the inspiration and a tip of the cap, back to them. The name, back to a rural sort of concept.
What do you guys specialize in as far as beers?
I think something different. There's nothing wrong with every brewery that's out there. They're all doing great things. We like different beers. We all have our specialties. Jason likes really high alcohol, big beers. Ron likes a Germany Pilsner, and I like malty beers, and we just kind of blended all of that together, and we kind of brew what we like, and it just so happens that, they have a little bit of, homage to our ancestry, and it's something a lot of other people aren't doing. So we do a lot of, we do lagers, we do ales, we do Eastern Europeans, and that's just something that a lot of people aren't doing. So
a lot of historical type beers.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say we're stuck in history, but we're definitely inspired by it.
Yeah, we dug through some books, found some old recipes and stuff that haven't been around for 200 years, and you haven't seen unless you were actually in those towns brewing them, and kind of dug them up and found out what they tasted like. You brew them and you don't know what they are until you brew them, and then you say, yeah, that's a pretty good beer. It's fun.
Or it's bad.
So, yeah. So far, knock on wood. That's it in.
Jason, are you the primary brewer, would you say, or does everybody have a hand? How does it work here when it comes to the brewing?
I think I would say I spend most of my time in the brew house side of it, but we definitely all brew together. We come up with the recipes together. We order the grains. It's kind of, we really collaborate on everything.
So right now, you guys have about, 10 beers right now? 9 beers?
About 8 beers on tap.
8 beers on tap. So is that usually the standard that you guys have? As far as the number of beers you have?
Yeah, and again, we're so new. We just opened a couple of months ago, April 1st, so, talk to us in a couple of months and we could change. But I don't think we ever want 12 or 14 or 15 beers on tap. I think we're comfortable with that sort of 8. kind of mark. Maybe even as few as 6. But eight's kind of a sweet spot for us. Seems to be.
Perfect. Are any of these beers, would you consider them flagship beers that you brew them all the time, that people are always asking about them? Which ones would you say were your go-to beers in this place?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, it's hard because there's so many different palates. We have a lot of people that are asking for different beers that we've made. So we're really struggling to pick a true flagship. But I think we've got many choices that we can pick from. More than likely, we're going to have a lot of heritage beers. There are going to be some Bohemian ales and different beers that we will keep on, a Czech lager. But we don't want to be stale and have the same beers all the time. So we really like to roll through and try different things and keep people talking about the beers we have on.
Do you guys do kind of seasonal beers, or is it just kind of like at the whim of whatever you guys are thinking? You have a plan of set out throughout the year of like, oh, we're going to brew these, for sure we're going to brew these, or is it more like, this sounds good?
It's a little of both, actually. So we've got a couple of beers that we're planning for right now. One is a Herbst beer, an autumn beer. It's a northern German Oktoberfest, really malty beer that Frank really likes. We're excited about that one. We're going to be doing a group beer that's brewed with weeds and herbs and has no hops in it whatsoever. It'd be a nice fall sort of beer.
Now, when you say weeds, you're not talking about the weeds that are now legal here.
No. We're not.
Weird things like bog myrtle and yarrow root and stuff like that.
Lavender, juniper berry, things like that.
Things that grow wild on the plains.
Not that.
Not wild things.
What are some of your plans for the future of this brewery?
Well, we plan on distributing within the next year or so, probably sooner than that. Get out into a few key restaurants, a few maybe movie theaters, and then into packaging. It's 6 to 12 months away.
Perfect. Do you guys do a lot within the community? Are you guys fairly active within the Colfax community and the Colorado community?
We're trying. There's, being so new, we're so busy, but we've done some things. We're working with Revitalize West Colfax Street, trying to get some thoughts about how to, upgrade the streets and upgrade the crosswalks. I think we've done some charity stuff with, some softball teams or stuff like that, but.
We had, a week ago, we had a fundraising event with Four Paws for Life. It's a pet adoption and foster care program. And we also met with the Denver Public Library. We're starting a program with them in September. Beer and book pairings. Should be a lot of fun. So the library will come down here. It will give discounts on pints, and if you sign up for a library card while you're here, you get a pint for free. So we're trying to be part of the community for sure.
Awesome. So you guys do those kind of events? Is there any other kind of events that you guys have regularly here?
We do some trivia nights that we're getting into. We've got some live music. We try and rotate about every other week. Just trying to keep things fresh. Just having fun with it.
What do you guys want to say to people who are coming in and doing brew tours in this area?
Come in, enjoy yourself, leave with a happy smile on your face. That's what we want.
Yeah, we're beer people. We smell our beer before we drink it. I smell everything before I drink it. But if you don't smell your beer, that's okay. Come on in, enjoy your beer. Like Frank said, it's unpretentious and simple.
Simple, I think, says it all. We're not here to try and change the world. We're trying to get back to the simplicity of beer and how good it can be without going too far outside the box. Trying new things sometimes is trying old things that haven't been around in a while, and I think that's where we're really trying to shoot for.
I came from New York, and back in New York, it's an older industrial kind of area, and every single town had its own little breweries, and you know, they were meeting places, they were gathering places. Every town had its own little piece of pride in what they did, and I think that's what you see around here. It's like, we've got a little group around here, there's another bar over there, there's another brewery over here, and it's just kind of a place where the neighborhoods, I mean, can just kind of get together and, you know, meet their friends, talk and have a good time, and then, you know, go home and to their busy lives where they don't see each other at their houses. So,
And miss the beers here, right?
yeah, they might miss it, but they'll come back.
Or take your growler home with you.
That's right. Take the growler home. Perfect. Awesome. Thanks again for your time, guys. I really appreciate it. So Seedstock Brewery, everybody, make a trip, come on down and check it out.
Thank you.
Thank you.